You've got a 30-page report sitting in your inbox. It landed there 3 days ago. You know you need to read it before tomorrow's meeting, but you haven't. So you skim, you grab the executive summary. You hope nobody asks you about page 19. We've all been there. But here's the thing. There's a tool that could have read that entire report to you. And not in that robotic text-to-speech voice you're imagining. I'm talking about two AI hosts having an actual conversation about your document. Natural, engaging, like a podcast made just for you. Google shipped this feature quietly. No press event, no keynote reveal, and somehow it became one of the most viral AI tools of the year. The tool is called NotebookLM, and today we're going to walk through exactly what it can do, the real capabilities, the limitations, and whether it's actually worth your time. Spoiler, it is, but not for the reasons you might think. Let's back up. NotebookLM launched in 2023 as a research and note-taking tool. Honestly, it was fine, nothing special. Google had built a reasonably capable AI that could help you organize documents. Then, late in 2024, they added something called audio overviews. Upload your documents, and the system generates a podcast-style conversation about them. 2 AI voices, natural dialogue, actual chemistry between the hosts. That's when things got interesting. People started uploading everything. Research papers, business reports, even their own journals, just to hear AI hosts discuss their lives. The internet called it surprisingly not terrible, which, for an AI audio feature, is high praise. The free tier is genuinely generous. You get 100 notebooks. Each notebook can hold 50 different sources. Each source can be up to 50,000 words. That's a lot of content. You could upload an entire semester's worth of textbook chapters and still have room for your class notes. For the audio feature specifically, you get 3 audio overviews per day on the free plan. Each one typically runs 5 to 15 minutes, plenty for most documents. And here's what makes NotebookLM different from other AI tools. It's source-grounded. Every response comes directly from documents you uploaded, nothing else. This solves one of the biggest problems with general AI assistants, hallucinations. You know when the AI confidently tells you something that's completely made up? NotebookLM can hallucinate facts about your documents because it doesn't know anything except what you give it. It's working from your sources and only your sources. The source types are flexible too. PDFs work. Google Docs sync automatically. You can paste web URLs, even YouTube videos. NotebookLM will process the transcript. Actually, that YouTube feature is underrated. Got a 2-hour conference talk you'll never watch? Upload the link. Get the podcast summary while you're making dinner. Now, I tested this myself. I uploaded a dense industry report, 43 pages about market trends in cloud computing. Not exactly beach reading. NotebookLM generated an 11-minute audio overview. 2 hosts, 1 male voice, 1 female, discussing the key findings. They asked each other questions. They emphasized interesting points. They even made a joke about server nomenclature. Was it perfect? No. There were moments where the AI host explained something I already understood, but would I have read that whole report otherwise? Absolutely not. In early 2026, Google added new features. Customizable audio focus lets you tell the system what aspects of your documents to emphasize. Want only the financial implications? You can ask for that. They also added complexity levels. If you're an expert, you can get the deep technical version. If you just need the basics, there's a setting for that too. And then there's interactive mode. This one surprised me. You can pause the audio and ask follow-up questions, like having a conversation with your own podcast. Video overviews launched too. Same concept as the audio version, but now the system generates narrated slide presentations. Upload your sources, get a visual walkthrough. The obvious question, how does this compare to just reading the document? Fair question, and honestly the answer depends on you. If you're a deep reader who likes to annotate and cross-reference, audio overviews might not replace your process, but they can complement it. Listen first, then dive deeper into the sections that matter. For visual learners or people who genuinely prefer reading, consider trying the new video overviews instead. Same information, different format. The slides give you something to anchor the concepts. For educators, the implications are significant. Teachers can upload their lesson materials and generate audio overviews for students who learn better through listening. This matters for accessibility. students with visual impairments, students who commute long distances, students who just process information differently, they all get new options. But let's talk about limitations too, because this tool isn't magic, and pretending otherwise doesn't help anyone. First, the AI hosts can be repetitive. If your document makes the same point multiple times, so will they. It's a reflection of what you uploaded, not independent analysis. Second, technical terminology gets hit or miss. Sometimes the AI hosts explain jargon beautifully. Other times they mispronounce industry terms that anyone in that field would know. Third, and this is the big one, some people find AI voices unsettling. Close enough to human to be useful, far enough to feel slightly off. Critics have called it uncanny valley audio, and that's a fair critique. If synthetic voices bother you, this tool might not be for you, at least not yet. That said, and I want to be honest here, I found myself forgetting the voices were AI within about 2 minutes. Maybe my bar is low. Maybe the technology has improved. Either way, it worked for me. Here's my suggestion. Don't overthink it. You can try this tool in about 90 seconds. Go to NotebookLM, upload something you've been putting off reading, and generate an audio overview. Listen to the first 3 minutes on your next coffee break. If it works for you, great. If not, you've lost nothing but a few minutes. For your first test, I'd recommend something moderately complex, maybe 8 to 15 pages. Not so short that audio feels pointless. Not so long that you can't verify the summary quality. Meeting prep is a great use case. Got 3 documents to review before tomorrow's client call? Upload all 3 to the same notebook. NotebookLM will synthesize across sources. Commute time is another obvious fit. Download the audio to your phone. That 40-minute train ride becomes productive instead of just time passing. One creative use case I've seen. People upload their own writing to get an outside perspective. Your own words, but spoken by AI hosts who treat them like any other source material. Some writers say it's like having beta readers who aren't afraid to hurt your feelings. The AI hosts will say, the author argues, and then summarize your point, sometimes revealing when your argument isn't as clear as you thought. If you're creating content yourself, reports, presentations, proposals, consider running your draft through NotebookLM before the final version. It might surface weaknesses you missed. Now, a word about privacy. Your documents are stored on Google's servers. If that's a deal breaker for sensitive material, this tool isn't for you. Know your compliance requirements. For enterprise users with stricter requirements, Google offers NotebookLM Business with additional security controls, but that's a paid tier. We're focusing on the free version today. Let's talk about what's coming next. Google has been iterating quickly on NotebookLM. The feature roadmap suggests they're taking this seriously, not just a side project. Real-time collaboration is reportedly coming. Imagine multiple people in the same notebook, audio overviews generating while you discuss findings in a shared workspace. Whether that materializes, we'll see. But the trajectory is clear. Google wants NotebookLM to be the default way knowledge workers interact with documents. Here's the surprising part. This is all free. Google hasn't announced monetization plans for the basic tier. Your move is to use it before they add restrictions. So here's your homework. If you want to call it that, pick one document that's been gathering dust. Could be a report, an article, even a long email thread you've been avoiding. Upload it to NotebookLM. Generate the audio overview. Listen on your next commute or walk. Then come back and tell me, was it useful? Did it save you time? And honestly, if you found this breakdown helpful, consider subscribing. We cover tools like this every week, always with the honest take on what actually works. Because here's the thing about AI tools in 2026. There are hundreds of them launching every month. Most are mediocre. A few are genuinely useful. NotebookLM is one of the useful ones. It solves a real problem, making dense information accessible. It does it well enough to be useful without overselling its capabilities. And it's free. That's the combination we look for on this channel. Practical tools that actually work without the hype. NotebookLM delivers. Most of the time anyway. Until next time, keep experimenting, keep testing, and keep questioning whether that shiny new AI tool is actually worth your time. Sometimes it actually is. I'm your host at AI Tools That Work. See you in the next one.